Case number 6. Universal appeal. Location, Buenos Aires, Argentina. Valentina had recently discovered that love was universal. Unfortunately, she took it personally. The insight arrived during a Sunday gathering in Palermo. Their teacher said, "Love excludes no one. What you are is wholly lovable because love itself created you." Valentina felt tears rise. Wholly lovable. Something relaxed. Then the ego slid into the empty chair beside her. Wholly lovable? By everyone? Valentina stopped crying. Interesting. She was 38, recently single, and teaching tango 3 evenings a week. For months, she had been questioning whether she was still attractive. Apparently, God had responded. Universal love. Case closed. At Monday's tango class, Martín smiled while changing partners. Valentina noticed. At Tuesday's café, the waiter remembered her order. Noted. Wednesday, a man held the door open. Strong possibility. By Thursday, she had begun recognizing what she called the field. Her friend Camila called it Buenos Aires. "There's an energy around me," Valentina said. "There are 14 million people around you." "No, attraction. You're a tango instructor. That's only the form." Camila put down her coffee. "What's the content?" "Love recognizing itself. In men, mostly." At tango that evening, Valentina demonstrated an embrace with a new student named Diego. "Don't grip," she explained. "Listen through the body." Diego nodded. "Feel where your partner wants to move." He followed beautifully. Valentina felt warmth, presence, connection. The music ended. Diego stepped back. "Thank you. My husband and I have wanted to learn tango for years." Valentina blinked. "Your husband?" "Yes, he's coming next week." She recovered instantly. Of course, universal love transcended categories, very advanced. Later, Martín complimented her dress. Valentina smiled knowingly. "You feel it too. The dress? The connection." Martín frowned. "What connection?" She stared at him. "Exactly." He walked away carefully. Camila had witnessed this. "You need supervision." "I'm simply accepting love." "No, you've turned universal love into a fan club." "That's cynical. That's Tuesday." Over the next week, Valentina found evidence everywhere. A taxi driver called her querida. A fruit seller gave her an extra peach. A tourist asked whether the chair beside her was free. A dog followed her for half a block. She drew the line at the dog. Mostly. Then came Friday night at a milonga in San Telmo. The room was crowded. Bandoneon filled the hall. Couples moved across the floor in slow circles. Valentina danced with Andres, an elegant older man with silver hair. The dance was exquisite. No forcing, no performing. They moved as if listening to the same invisible instruction. When the song ended, Andres smiled. That was beautiful. Valentina's ego stood up. "Here we go. You felt it. Of course, that recognition. Yes. The love." Andres smiled warmly. "Yes." Valentina waited. Nothing else happened. Finally, she said, "And what?" She lowered her voice. "You don't feel attracted to me?" Andres laughed. Not cruelly, delightedly. "Oh, querida, I'm 81. That doesn't answer the question. I have been in love with the same woman for 56 years. Valentina's face reddened. Andres gestured toward a woman seated nearby. She waved. "That's Elena." Elena blew Valentina a kiss. Andres continued. "What we felt dancing was love." Valentina stared at him. "But not possession? No. Romance? No. Proof that I want something from you?" She looked down. Andres smiled. "Love is much larger than wanting." That sentence followed Valentina home. The next morning, she met Camila beside the Rio de la Plata. "I may have made a small interpretive error." Camila looked delighted. "How small?" "I thought if I am universally loved, everyone should find me desirable." Camila nodded gravely. "A common theological problem." Valentina laughed. "I kept turning warmth into attraction. Yes. Kindness into flirting. Yes. Connection into invitation." "The peach?" Valentina covered her face. "The peach was very ripe." They both laughed. After a while, Valentina became quiet. "What if being lovable doesn't mean anybody has to want me?" Camila looked at her. "What if that's the freedom in it?" Valentina felt something soften. No audience required, no admirer required, no proof required. Love wasn't a referendum on her attractiveness. That evening at tango, Martín approached. "Nice shoes." Valentina smiled. "Thank you." He waited suspiciously. "That's it?" "That's it." He looked relieved. Diego arrived with his husband. Valentina greeted them both. The fruit seller gave her an extra peach the next morning. She accepted it without constructing a relationship. Progress. Weeks later, Andres asked her to dance again. The music began. They moved together. Warmth returned. Intimacy. Presence. Nothing missing. Nothing promised. When the song ended, Andres bowed. Beautiful. Valentina smiled. It was. No hidden meaning, no cosmic matchmaking service, no personal fan club. Just love appearing in one more form and asking for absolutely nothing in return. Her ego was disappointed. It had already printed membership cards.